Because I mean, this is where things could get interesting. I feel like has to ban out the Diana. Diana gets banned out. Shizuka is a great ban here, and we're gonna get into our first match, guys. We've got Lust. We've got Tars. Speed leads have been chosen by both players.
The first round of the finals. Best of 5. These players get to kind of feel each other out and see what's going on. Barbara takes turn 1. That third skill is going to come out and boost up the team more than likely, unless he just wants to kind of play the guessing game. Nope, he just took a long time to think about who he wanted to target.
It goes right after that Gurkha there. Glancing is applied here. Does get the strip on top of the watermark. That's not going to matter too much, though.
Great stuns going out on the Masha before she can put immunity up when she takes her turn. And a stun on Gurkha, too. Time to put some damage on him before he becomes a problem.
That's the Water Monkey King that Les was looking for before, able to get some stuns onto the field. Gurkha's looking a little low right now. Oliver looking to probably cycle some attack bar, pushing back the Chung Pung.
Right, and this Chung Pung, is this the one that is on Despair, Stoic?
I believe this one is on Despair, but we'll find out to make sure that it is on Despair. As we get through this match, we might see something happen.
We see it. I just want to make sure that I'm not mistaking my games here. Nice, confirming the kill on the Gurkha before he becomes an issue.
Yep, exactly. We're looking at a big defense break coming towards that Oliver. No additional turn. If additional turn did pop up here, it'd be kind of a little favoring Tars here, but that's not what happened. Wasn't able to proc. And we've got a first skill coming out onto the Chung Pung. Never mind going out onto the Moor. Skill 2 is available.
Oh my goodness, Shiho, such a great monster. One of my favorites of recent seasons. That extra turn on his invincibility has kind of brought him into the limelight, and he just often gets those stuns. Look at Oliver taking total control of the game.
That's exactly what Tars does not want to see. Oliver doing that kind of madness right there. Absolutely devastating. This is definitely going to be it for Tars. Definitely thinking about what he needs to bring to the next game here. And Oliver looking like a big potential ban over a Varisa, I would say so.
Oh, big time. Yeah, I think Oliver has earned his spot in next round's pre-bans. While I love the respect being put on Varisa, I definitely think that over the starter, maybe getting rid of what's to follow might be better in this case.
Yeah, most definitely. I love that he stayed in there to take some of these units out. Look for the dismount on Barbara. Not going to happen here. And there you have it. Lest taking round 1 away from Tars.
Yeah, now Lest only needs...
With a lot of fire units, and I think Lest is a very good draft right now.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is probably signaling a Gurkha ban, especially considering now that we know how tanky it is. So it's not as simple as just getting rid of it early. Look at that. Yeah, these are two very, I'd say, optimal choices.
It's definitely, that Barber's going to put a ton of damage onto that field, so it must have felt like a must-ban. The Bulwark is definitely going to be a difficult unit for Tars to have to deal with, but we'll see as we get into round 2 right here, and we've got Sekhmet taking first turn, looking for a reset onto probably going against the Praha, not receiving it.
I was almost going to say the Varisa there, to be honest, but maybe he's just banking on the Juno cleansing it up, because I'd feel that the glancing on the Masha is pretty extreme.
Yeah, I was going to say the Cigar to stop the resets going back onto the Shizuka, but that is not the case here. We've got a Despair Stun sitting on top of the Varisa, though, and a potential, he's going to hold on to that strip, and he's just going to first skill.
Yeah, and now it looks like Shizuka's got a stun on the table. She's got attack break and glancing as well.
Ooh, that was a resist on the reset, though. Provoke did land on top of the Shizuka. We're going to see a nice little first skill. He's going to steal that speed buff right off of the Juno.
Yeah, just tick up to 5. That's the way to go. And chooses to just funnel in some more damage, and he gets the buff if he wants it too, but let's see if he makes the same decision again. This time he decides to tick up to 5.
Yeah, he thinks that defense break sitting on top of the Sekhmet's going to be enough for the Praha to try and rip through. Ooh, that glancing so strong, not getting any defense breaks, slow on top of the Varisa.
That's what I'm talking about. That glancing's pretty strong. I personally probably would have used the Sekhmet to reset the Varisa, but, you know, there's also a reason why I'm not up there at SWC too. Siphoning 50% of that health from Shizuka is not a bad call.
Yep, dumps all 5 of his stacks here, looking for some Despair Stuns coming out of the Juno. Juno does get the Despair Stun on top, and the additional turn as well. He can use it. Goes off of the 3rd skill and applies absolutely everything.
That is pretty big. Absolutely everything, everywhere that has ever been. All things in nature. And not a strip in sight.
No, not a strip in sight. We're going to see more damage coming towards this Cigar. Cigar's a unit of focus right now for Tars. Tars does have that skill 2 available. Let's see what he chooses to do. He could throw it onto his Mash to help get more damage out there and push that 2nd skill. Throws it on himself. He wants to get that 3rd skill back out again. There's that big Curse, the Beautiful going out there, getting defense break on top of the Bulwark as well. Bulwark does have 5 stacks though.
He does, but it might be too little too late, especially considering that now it looks like there's not a lot of options that he has. I mean, Tars finds himself in a really solid situation, especially with Shizuka, to bring people back to life and prevent their death in the first place.
Masha with the fast link. Heal block sitting on top of the Bulwark. That is incredible.
That is exactly what he needed to confirm this game. We know that's about 20k health as from last time. Bulwark and friends are looking a little worse for wear.
Well, we might even see a trade here. Shizuka not looking for the kill on top of the Bulwark, and a little bit of poke damage coming with the Pra. Pra able to finish off the segment. Juno able to finish off the Bulwark there.
Can Verisa make something happen? Let's see. Does she proc? Is this the same one? I don't know if this is the same Verisa we've seen earlier, because I haven't noticed her procking.
Yep, Juno not looking for the strip there. Just a bunch of skill ones into the Juno. If Juno goes down, it's definitely going to benefit Lest a whole lot. Use that second skill on himself. The third skill right here. A lot of debuffs coming out here. Here's those defense breaks.
The cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction into the proc.
Damn.
That was awesome. That was so cool, and just accelerated Tars to the front. Tars was already looking like he had established.
Well.
Yeah, he looked like he had kind of established control already, and Tars gets on the board. Wow, what
decided
a
to finally
strong
lock
team.
that unit in.
What a team from Tars, actually. I really like this setup that he's got.
I am definitely on board with Tars' draft here. The ban probably has to be that Gianna, and then the ban's definitely going to be the Oliver. There's no way Tars is going to let that Oliver through already.
Yeah, and I mean, it should be that, but look at what Shizuka's got. I mean, the Water Monkey King introduces invincibility into the mix, and so that gets a little bit sketchy.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a little dicey, guys, as we get into this round 3 with Tars versus Lest.
I'm definitely favoring Tars. I mean, anything can happen, but at the start of the game, I'm favoring Tars here.
That is crazy. This is the most consistent stripping/violent unit we've ever seen. Verisa bringing so much value.
Oh, yeah. And at that violent proc kind of early, I don't know if that's necessarily the monster that you want. The She-Hulk with the AoE stun stoic. Oh my goodness,
everything
what a
under the
monster.
sun is happening for Lest right now. He's getting absolutely all the value that he can look for. We're going to see a big third skill. This is going to be him doing away with the Masha, trying to get the big dismount. Lands that dismount. No turns coming out of Masha. Nice little poke damage coming from Verisa. Probably onto the Shizuka here.
Yeah, great early dismount. Now he just needs to navigate that one Soul Stone, and then he will just be great. He will be in a great spot.
Ooh, holding on to that second skill, not wanting to put anything up here. There's an attack break sitting atop this Dominic. Dominic's not going to deal as much damage here. Also glancing, may not even see the branding effect. Branding's going to land anyway.
He gets everything that he wants, but just not as much damage as you're used to seeing come from a Dominic. Dominic, not looking so dominant.
Nope, not at all. Nice little additional turn there. He's not able to steal anything with that Bulwark. First skill, looking for stuns on just about anybody here. Might even just go for the kill on top of the Shizuka.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that, or you could try to go for like the stun on the Nana to deny the defense break. Looks like he goes for the Masha, like you were saying.
Yeah, Shizuka does have skills available. Branding effect sitting on top of that Chung Pong. No additional turns, though, coming out for Tars at all right now.
This is dangerous. I think Tars might start pulling ahead here. He's got the defense break, only manages to get one on the Bulwark. Let's see what happens. If Shizuka manages to get that third skill off before the Soul Stone is dealt with, this could quickly shift to Tars' favor.
Yeah. Whoa, Water Monkey definitely had something to say here, but he's not able to get any value. Just the stuns going out onto the Nana. Despair stun, though, going out onto this Dominic, though.
And it didn't confirm the kill on Shizuka to deny the Soul Stone either. It didn't do anything. It didn't stun. It looks like now Shizuka has just put her will on this entire game. This is the chance for Tars to get ahead. Oh, Verisa
is so consistent. Gets the strips, removes absolutely everything, gets the additional turn once again, potentially able to kill the Dominic. Dominic would get revived back here.
Oh my word, the Verisa lands every time, Stoic. I can't believe I'm gonna have to build one of these units.
I know, I feel like I'm gonna have to build one of these units as well. Masha, no additional turn, big damage going out onto the Verisa. And we've got Shizuka, a little bit of poke damage. Nothing else is going to be happening here. We're going to see a third skill go out onto the Shizuka. He wants to eliminate a couple units here, and I think that's definitely going to be the play.
Ends up trying to get a kill on the Dominic, and does in fact get it. If he wants, he could. This would be a perfect time to kill the Masha, or he could reduce attack bar on Dominic.
Definitely a good time to kill that Masha there. Dominic needs to see a violent proc. He has to go after this Verisa, confirm an orb kill here, and then potentially do some damage elsewhere.
Oh wow. Okay, wait. It looks like maybe there was. We know that Tars was experiencing some network connection errors before the game. That's what took so long. So it might perhaps be happening yet again. If that is the case, if something happens where it looks like we're just going to get advantages in one position, is in one or the other. It looks like we get to go back, Stoic. This is great.
Oh, we get to go back, and we come back to Dominic with a big hit on the Verisa with the additional turn.
There's the Soul Stone, like we were talking about. So this is where it could potentially shift back in Tars' favor.
Yeah, here's the shift indeed. Despair Stun goes out of the Bulwark. We've got second skill is available on top of the Shizuka.
Does he just go for the... Okay, he goes
He's
for
gonna
that
put it
so
on
that way he
himself here.
doesn't have
No
to burn
sword's gonna
it.
be available.
Yep, that way he doesn't have to burn a stone. Ooh. You know, you actually don't want to see that proc necessarily. He needs to stun big time and get ahead. That was actually the worst proc ever. That was actually so bad. That was the worst proc ever. Oh my goodness, he procced out of invincibility.
That's what we come back to. And we're gonna see Wolvark take the ban, and then probably that Dominic has got to go.
Yeah, big time. Dominic presents the most threat on everything that Lest has picked here.
Yep, so we'll see. If Josephine can pop off, I think Les can definitely take a victory here and keep himself into the tournament. But I do think Tars may have the better draft, and we're about to find out here. Sekhmet's going to be kicking things off here with a reset. Let's see if it's going to be landing true, and it does get resisted.
Oh dear, and it looks like the stun is going to activate the Josephine, who's going to quickly send a stun in Tian Lang's direction. If he wanted to, he could also stun up the Riley to prevent more immunity coming up, but he's got options. Or he could also go for the provoke on the Shizuka. Oh, second chances.
Yeah, definitely a lot of options here when able to violent proc with that Josephine. Getting a ton of value right now. Beautiful provoke. And another violent coming out here with the cigar. Definitely a lot of RNG turning into Lest's favor to keep him into this match here. We can see a third skill going out onto the Shizuka, and it does land.
That is exactly what you want to see if you're Lest right now. You want to see that cigar getting the turns that he needs to deny Tars potentially this victory.
Yep, here comes the cleanse coming out of Riley, able to cleanse up the stun off the Tian Lang. It was the perfect thing to cleanse up.
Lands even the defense break on the Riley here. Awesome setup from Annabelle. Such a cool monster to see. So Masha's going to get to lean into that defense break a little bit here and put some pressure on Tars.
Yeah, Tars looking for the reset onto the Savannah, gets that reset onto the Savannah. Big damage, though, coming towards that Tian Lang. Tian Lang did handle that pretty well. We're going to see a second skill to get the defense break provoke here, going out onto the Riley.
Big stun on Tian Lang. The Josephine's got the Tian Lang's number here. Annabelle's ready again to just funnel in some damage, try to get a sleep, comes up empty. Here's Shizuka.
Definitely comes up empty. Shizuka with a beautiful strip there, going out onto the Masha, which is the heal block sitting on top of it.
Oh, this is a big opportunity to stabilize for Tars here, getting the fourth skill off.
Yeah, Tars needs to get some more violent procs, though, to keep him into this match. I mean, he's going to be losing his Tian Lang here, looking excellent for Lest right now.
Oh, yeah. And remember, guys, passives don't count. Passives don't count when they're revived. Not that it necessarily matters with Tian Lang. He could come back for skill 2, though.
Yeah, he could definitely bring the Tian Lang back. Let's see what kind of value he's going to be getting here. He only has the first skill available. He probably has to go onto that Annabelle to try to help eliminate a unit from the field. And second skill is going to go onto the Shizuka to keep that unit from doing anything here. But the glancing is going to be stopping it, or potentially stopping it from doing anything. Yeah,
it looks like Lest has done a pretty efficient job picking against Tars here. He might have gotten himself a draft that's going to take us into a game 5.
Yep, exactly. Now the reset may have to... I think the reset actually is on top of the Annabelle, but I think he needs to keep pushing that thing back. Does get the kill on Annabelle, so it's not too bad for Tars right now, as long as he can keep his team alive, and that no big defense breaks come out just like that, and getting stunned up by the Josephine as well, capitalizing on that defense break. Sekhmet's not looking too good right now.
I really like the pivot here from Lest. He's got enough threat and sustain in all 3 of these remaining units. They all provide damage to some degree or control. I think this was a great draft from Lest so far. Here's another opportunity for Riley to put some immunity and attack buff, but like, there's only so much that he can do with a stunned up Shizuka.
Yep. No more stun. Another additional turn coming out of this Josephine. This is exactly what I was talking about. Like, Josephine has that ability to just absolutely pop off. I think this damage has to go into the Masha to potentially get this dismount as soon as possible, but it looks like he's going to try and work on the Cigar. The Cigar is going to be there to help get all the resets onto the Shizuka and keeping this unit back here. Masha's not getting the additional turns to keep the sustain up for his team here, and this is going to be it for that Sekhmet.
Yeah, Sekhmet's gone. Can Shizuka do something here? She needs to proc in order to make an impact, because she is the last bastion of hope for Tars. No proc means that's ultimately going to be potentially game over here.
Yep. He's going to go for a skill here, throws up the immunity, does get the additional turn, so more sustained poke damage going into the Cigar. There's no skills available for this Masha, but the Masha is still going to get a little bit of value, especially with all these violent procs that Let's able to get here. There goes that second skill. Does not land the provoke this time. He needs to land the provoke with the Cigar onto the Shizuka. Shizuka will have second skill available. Does get it. Defense break available. Fastlane coming out, dealing additional damage here, and there's no violent procs coming out for the Taz.
Oh, none to speak of it. Oh, nice crit. He's trying to effectively remove the Shizuka, and he gets it with the proc from Josie. You know, he didn't even need it, though, because Cigar was right there, to be honest, but it's still fun to see getting that. And just like that, Lest has taken us to Game 5, just like we were saying, Stoic.
Yep, exactly. And there's some procs coming out for Tars. Just a little late to get these kind of violent procs. I know he was looking for that sustain, and that's definitely going to be it there. Lest taking round 4 and taking us into a game. Wrecked Assault to remove a unit from the field, but Nana's left on the field. Does he ban out the Nana?
I knew the Nana was going to get banned, but I wasn't sure about the Oliver. I thought maybe there was even a chance we might even see the Molong get banned, to be honest, just because of...
It makes a little bit of sense not having an immunity, so the Oliver does get the ban, but we'll find out. We've got Game 5, Lest and Tars, and we've got Barbara kicking us off.
Whoever wins this one goes straight to the World Finals and has a chance at the $210,000 prize pool. Look at that! Stoic, the strip on Dominic, that was so bold.
That was bold, and it worked very well. Reckless Assault coming out right onto that Dominic. Dominic is gone. Done and dusted. Glancing is applied to this Masha. And Attack Break. We're not going to see a lot of damage coming out of this unit. The additional turns are popping up there. Gets that slow landed. He may just try to spread the slow, and he does.
And yeah, that's why the Molong really deserves attention in that pick ban phase. Just sniping out the Dominic that was going to be your long-term damage dealer early. It's kind of tough here. We'll see if Tars can bring it back.
Yep, does get that defense break and the additional turn as well. He needs to drop this fella as soon as possible. Not a lot of damage is being put down right there. Now he is going to try and take away a unit here. Looking to apply branding. Going right after the Bella. Does remove the Bella from the field with that second skill. Doesn't have to cleanse himself. I don't think he needs to throw a shield up. And does a little bit of poke damage going back to the Varisa.
Dominic proving that he doesn't even need his passive to do a ton of damage with that skill too. Oh man, that was a great summon back up.
Yep, definitely. We're going to see a lot of damage that's going towards this Masha. Masha's going to be the unit of focus, but the additional turn is going to be popping out here. Here comes the defense break. Does not land true on the Varisa.
And now Tars is just waiting to cycle through some turns with Shizuka before she can start really contributing to the game again, but she's already done enough, basically facilitating the kill on the Bella. Nice proc to get those cooldowns lowered, so now that second skill is back up again.
Molly looking to apply a little bit more damage, maybe even potentially just throwing up the shield to keep the Masha alive even longer, but just a little bit more poke damage.
Defense break comes out for Shizuka here. Varisa doing what she can post-game. That was actually a significant amount of damage from that skill, and the confirm on the Shizuka.
That's big, and I think that's what's going to be the winning move right here. I mean, throwing up that shield's not going to matter. Tars is putting so much time into trying to get rid of this well-ruined Varisa here. And just more damage. Look at that. That should have killed the Varisa, but the Varisa's still holding on, meaning Tars has to waste more time going into this Varisa when he needs to get rid of this Barbara, but it doesn't matter. The damage is going to be there. He can go for the defense break, goes for the stun. He needs to get a defense break onto the Barbara, and then Molly proccing out to take care of the Masha. That's not what's happening.
He's playing it a little quote-unquote safe, going to confirm the kill. Luckily, he doesn't get dismounted, so now he does have another chance to land the defense break, but aims it at Molong instead of the Barbara. Oh dear. Yeah, that's real tough.
Really
that snipe from Molong early. I mean, not having the damage from Dominic over time, instead only having one summon from Shizuka was a really strong start. And then a couple, we had a strong proc too, and just it was. But I really think that early snipe from Molong was the key contributing factor.
Yep, there's two occasions right there where units are just able to hold on. Big skill 2 going out there, gets the full team strip, and it doesn't matter. That Barbara's about to apply so much damage onto this field. Molly even needed to take care of the Molong there and did not, because we have to worry about a full health Barbara and no additional turns coming out of this Masha.
Yeah, and not anymore. You know,
man.
She had her fair share before this, but when it really mattered, she didn't get them. And so now Tars is just going to hang out and be like, can I chip damage this thing away? With the Molly,
it's possible.
One defense break changes it, but if he dodges the defense break and holds the cleanse, okay. Wait a minute.
What happens?
Wait a minute.
There's the
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It's possible. Nice initial turns coming out of the Molly. Molly's gonna keep smashing this thing with bubbles.
He's proccing. I think he's actually proccing a little too much when he doesn't need it, if I'm being honest, because it's lowering the chance afterwards. I think he needs those procs later. Another big
This is not a violent Barbara, though. Not a violent Barbara. This is a swift Barbara. That means Molly's got all the 12% in the world to throw down here.
Oh my word, Stoic! What's happening?
Barbara can still get some big damage in here, but Molly's gonna keep pushing this thing down.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! It might be able to hold on here. That's it.
This is it. This is it.
This is it. All you're gonna see is these bubbles coming and destroying Lest's dream here. We need to see some big damage. Here's the opportunity. We're going to see a big second skill. Is it enough? It is not enough! Throws up a shield, gets the initial turn, smacks it for one more time. Tars! Taking down Lest.